Alright, what's up guys? It's Easter Sama here, and I am back for another streaming gaming bullshit content. As you may know, I forgot to buy. Oh yeah, last week I wasn't able to stream because my my mic malfunctioned, so I decided to borrow a mic from a friend's older brother. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. Well, technically tomorrow's gonna be my last stream for now because if I don't get a proper mic, my voice would be choppy and bad, just like my previous stream. I've noticed that my stream was my voice from my stream was bad. So I'm not sure the results right now because I'm what do you call this? My phone's in my bed, so I'll be checking the stream later and see if it's the same thing. So, anyways, let's start playing. Hold up. Oh, this is embarrassing. Uh, no. There you go. It's not trans.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare... Currently, only... My apologies, but I'll...
Here are their entry papers.
What?
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order.
So, where do we go?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want...
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a...
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find out.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of...
Thank you ever so much. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf.
That's not how you haggle. By all means, bargain the...
Alright then, as you wish.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with
It's not. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times... Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills. I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are outlanders, it's certainly a lofty... After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes... Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen? Okay, I'll give it to you.
Really? Wow.
I mean, connections come... No, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this... I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making... Here's the situation. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. The head of the
Love for freedom.
blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. Inazuma's cooking. I'm not used to it at all.
Huh? Hello there. You must be... Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But...
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity. But in and of itself, it doesn't stop us. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is... those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything.
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and they just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher, and now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Karisu's the head of those, so...
Right. And
Okay.
that vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well,
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're... If I remember correct...
got it. We're on...
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, they're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check...
That was quick. You were...
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just... Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
How he a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito. The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like...
What are you doing back here? Just 'cause I got plenty of time on my hands. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt. Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom.
It's work.
So, trying to play my... Huh? What is this? What are you...
Just close your eyes already.
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Leah. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me... You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always... Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't
Come on, you scaredy cat. So come on.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the merchant. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to
It's plain
I'm their puppet, yes. But my evidence... Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went.
Really? Well,
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Keijiro! It's him!
after him!
Love her freedom. It's not like I'll get any. Which one should I choose?
You want to taste Mondstadt's great wines? Then look no further than Sailing Green.
Ah, rip.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Now, who else?
Too close! That's too close! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Sorry.
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place?
It looked like he buried something over there. Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile. Yeah?
Let me take a look here. Aha! Yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every.
Great! Well, now we have our...
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna...
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the
Huh. Poor Werner.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do.
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm...
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be
well, even if what...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent...
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow?
And not even an ounce of shame for his...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name! You Outlanders have no respect! Seize the merchants! We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters!
Uh-oh. This is going in a bit.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this?
Who are you supposed to be? And what?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in—
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
that fan. The Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My no response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If nothing else.
Toma?
Shh, not here. Too many people. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that—
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more— I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka.
Seems like she must be super famous in—
Almost. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's— I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves this— You're asking the right questions. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake.
Still pretty good going for just a month's—
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the time.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups, navigating with your help, even the Vision Hunt decree. That's an unexpected development. Yes, of course.
Tom?
Well, one more. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No, what? As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Kamura Tea House to set— Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we— If you wanna taste Mondstadt's great wine, just look no—
Stop there!
Sorry, but we really—
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get.
As a traveler, you gotta think of something. Are you saying we should go and guess it can't? Who knows?
Halt!
We're here to see.
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or will be
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the Come on in. Let's.
Did you get?
My sincere apologies.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because.
All in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have
So what you're saying?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make it.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel.
Whoa, you heard about that? Something wrong?
No. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever.
Excellent. You must know the Genshin. A flower grows on the mountain.
Yep, we've picked.
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble it. Then how about this? We have a few items that.
That sounds much more like.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. To.
Halt, you two! Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back? Let's ask her tonight and see what she has. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again. Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right. No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments. And at last... Is it Paimon or does... The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is... Well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with... Discuss what? Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter. Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original? No, you misunderstand me. Please, I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamaji of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito. Ah, Paimon gets the whole picture. Of course, in doing so, to be perfectly honest, as long as you... Yeah, we figured as much. I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, we don't have much time. I'll tell... Very well. I'll be... Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi...
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the...
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiro?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you...
Please, do...
Yes, of course.
Now, need I remind you of the penalty, if anything? Do you really presume... Boy!
Yes, my lady.
Shinojo, you can't really be a...
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here...
Yes, my lady.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it!
Another test.
Seriously considering taking this job? That's ridiculous!
You're open!
Over here! Cue the spotlight!
Free!
Fire! Well, with rocks. Oh! Coming at you!
Don't get frostbite.
Trip on up! Watch out! Hey there!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Let's get down to business.
Booba, get them! Over here! Coming at you! Watch out!
Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack!
Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this! Stay with Chisato! Hey there!
Got carrots.
Eat this!
Oh, so sorry.
Hey there!
Picked the wrong
very
subject.
Watch out!
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
There's more!
Haha! Fire! Well, cue the spotlight. Nice and spicy.
Freeze! Finally,
Cheap tricks.
Cha!
Cut down. Like this.
Watch out!
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. In my letter, I've requested...
My lady?
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us. I'm
not afraid to say that...
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly...
What? No, I was just clarifying that...
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened.
Yes, of course.
But...
Don't fret. My father...
Huh.
I wish you a...
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Haha! Kuba, get them! Strip on them!
There's more!
Ah!
To the ferry.
Hiya! Cha! Watch out!
Finally,
Ha! Hiya!
There's more!
Watch out!
To the ferry.
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
The essence of the Omega.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that's...
Are our clothes really so... what time...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems... In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like... Well, now that we... Paimon doesn't...
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to...
What?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. Huh, so you didn't see...
Now that you mention it, this does...
Alright, I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself Naturally, this is due to your A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the... But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would...
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Naru... Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the vision?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the City of Freedom, and Liyue, as for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt Decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation, and this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist, and Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look...
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the same. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
The insolent shall be punished. Where are you? So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going on about? Oh, behind the...
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over this. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess at present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of the traveler. Lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said.
No, please! Wait! Please. I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped...
Correct. Please do...
I'm sure...
Exactly!
Why are you doing this? Why
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about.
Ah, you must also be Tejima, keeping out the trap. But now, all of a sudden, we will gladly apologize.
If you want, it's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong. I can't claim. Truth be told,
Seems like he's a well.
we can't let him.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave. True. But that's not why I chose to stay. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave and all? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like in the past, I knew I wanted to stay.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you read it. But if you can't remember. Oh! Maybe if you just try a little harder to remember.
Oh, that reminds me. Last time.
I keep a diary.
Oh, yes, you do. And
Perfect! So if we want to keep.
if you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
Let's get down to business.
Watch out! Coming at ya! Surprise!
There's more!
Coming at
No
ya!
more! How dare he!
Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Finally, No.
Oh, what a stroke of good luck!
This looks like Tejima's done. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best. I went kite flying today. The string. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
So this is... interesting. But anyway, if somewhere that Tejima visited a lot? The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Must be something pretty It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. So the reason... But he's been here for 30 years! Well, let's go get...
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I... Still, over the years, how could I have love, regret, everything I felt for her? It's all No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my... Although, when I think about it like that, how curious. Why... I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, that certainly explains the state Tejima... At least we were able to help him. Well... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the... Whew! We're finally on our own way again! I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House! They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining... But why would they take action? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provision?
The entire clan is counting on that food!
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be... We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps this is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and in the past, we'd simply ask him for provision. He's keeping the provisions for himself.
No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the Nick.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard of these I don't know whether it's rumor. My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters. And that's the first bit of truth.
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, I don't... All I know is that I will perform certain... And...
Does it have to do with...
I didn't take any. Like I said. To top it all up, if you don't believe me, go find...
Huh. But we better we should be able to...
We really outdid ourselves all those samurai houses.
You haven't seen anything yet. Today's just the...
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
Another test.
Hey there! Over here! Just a little longer.
You're open.
Coming at ya!
Dodge this!
Out of the frying pan, it's... Hey there! Hiya!
Oh, there goes all the mora. Come on,
Not bad, kid. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a string. I didn't want anyone else to see it. But now that you've caught us...
You've got it.
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk. As for you...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOU...
Shut it!
Welcome to... Or perhaps... They're... Ah, so you're friends of...
Whoa! How did Kurosawa end up...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come... However...
So that's how he was getting those emergency... But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, this... Kurosawa thought that it would... So he deemed it...
Wow. Kurosawa... And no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told... Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions, if you're still curious, what... I see. Most unfortunate. If he...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable... I've asked him about its origins. In hindsight, I regret... Why don't you ask him about... Oh, but before...
But we did...
Information is also... Don't worry, I won't charge...
At least we now know where the... Let's go talk to... What are you doing here?
I presented them with a choice. It turned out to be her. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up.
Strange. Is that... I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare them, this sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father, what did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's end. Said to me,
Hey, if you look carefully, there's... Can you recognize the words?
virtue? Somehow those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use of virtue and justice I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how the Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally—
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, in any case, we must never let— Yeah. See, fortunately for us, let's go find the next— person who had— Paimon heard that he's the— This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go—
Nanako, don't worry. Those thugs that—
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been possessed.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass— Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live—
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to—
Disciples?
Yep. But then we got here—
From the way you're— Please, accept me. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I see Sensei's name. Though self-taught, he once said that his goal was to become— And so— But then—
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think— But if I'm honest—
The Grand Narukami Shrine—
You haven't heard of it? It's the— Not that we'd have— So don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, Lucy—
Shh. Just now, when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Anzai. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently— Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water.
Huh? Who's that sneak— We won't let them get away with it! Come on! Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
How? Are you sure you're Domon? Unless... I get...
Excuse me? Where the— And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained Sai. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon
His senior? What?
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever. When we were young, we trained under the same sword mat. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve but Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting, I thought so too at the time, but only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all. He was
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his. After that I wanted nothing further to do with him. So, when I heard I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story. You
Seems like we... Still, Paimon's not sure we should...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any but spirits may take a myriad of forms, and all is certainly not lost. For
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful!
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your time. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the...
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself...
Do you mean to say that...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei...
Sure! Who knows?
Let's get down to business.
One strike will suffice.
Another bad one?
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder. Also, is it just Paimon? It was probably.
Keep away. Keep up. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Lady Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is.
But then
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament. As for what has triggered this change...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui. Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward. And then, what of the one...
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and... Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself.
Poor sensei. To think he's...
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that... Did he follow us the whole...
Hansai, why are you here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak.
But what if one day I put everything I had into trying to become the best? If there's a chance they'll end up...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from that, I can't know whether I want to keep going until the day that...
Nanako's far from the only one. Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you So, just as I once placed my ambitions, you are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name.
I'm sorry to have made you work. I no longer have the resolve to become the best, but as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now... Well, don't you...
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh... For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yai, she seems super mysterious. We can come back to it another time.
Protection of the Electro Archon. May the
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thank.
Yeah, Ayaka, how come this time you...
Because now that you...
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant?
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and...
Oh, okay then.
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. Perhaps in the eyes of a deity, thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with... But I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion...
Well, here we are.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of...
Oh, Paimon gets...
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a...
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun, she inspires... It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense... The issue is this. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive it. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's...
Nevertheless, in addition to us...
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have to say a little more about some, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement. Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decision. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question.
Oh? What would you...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunter?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenge...
So...
Well, for the moment, for example, by providing vision...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, the problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who is providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently...
Darn! So they...
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term... Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission... By no means, when you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naga...
Just hand it over. You don't want it. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist, believe me, you're not the.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the vision hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold. Psst! Hey! What? Huh? There's some. Come on! This. What's going on? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This. Huh? Hey! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down.
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? This is your fault. You're the one who's.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing.
Oh, so that's what.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival.
Whoa, that's quite the.
Stop. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's.
Master Matsuka.
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. But if I just... So... What?
Sure, welcome.
So, Master Masakatsu is...
Whoa, talk about a reliable...
Not bad, huh?
Time to break him out!
Okay.
Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just a helper.
Everything is going smoothly.
What's the hurry?
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up.
You should?
Yes, you...
at ya!
Withdraw.
Coming at ya!
Talk about a big door! It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Watch out! Hey there! Surprise! Let the magic begin!
Don't get frostbite.
Fire! Well, with rocks. Watch out! Coming at ya!
I must withdraw.
Nice and spicy!
Over here! Hey there!
Allow me to strike first.
Ow! I'm... Watch out!
I dare you.
Hey there! Fire! Well, with rocks.
I've been bested.
Who goes there?
Coming at ya! Coming at ya!
I won't forget this.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Surprise! Be amazed! Out of the frying pan, it's the... Hey there!
Dodge this.
Teach a lesson. Soldiers,
Come on up.
quick! I dare you!
Coming at ya! You're toast!
This moment will be frozen.
Fire! With rocks.
Get them!
Hey there! Coming at ya! Hiya! Over here!
Don't hold back.
Watch out!
Train harder. Show
Let
me
the
what you've
magic
got.
begin! Boba, get them! Watch out!
I won't
Attack!
forget this.
That's the way! Hey there!
I've been bested.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Brace yourself.
Surprise!
Don't hold back. Cool it.
Coming at ya!
Withdraw.
Chip on up! Cue the spotlight!
Show me what you've got.
I dare
Don't
you!
get frostbite.
Fire!
Watch your step!
I must do my duty! Coming at ya!
I need to
Ah!
train harder.
Boba, get them!
There!
Ha-ha!
I've been bested.
Hey there! Hey there! Coming at ya! Yeah! Out of the frying pan!
Freeze!
Coming at ya! Shh! Quick! That must be
Did you really think that little trick of yours could locking you up?
Oh no! Those Tenri.
If we don't come up with a way to break him out...
I can't.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am. We were just teaching him a little lesson.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulation.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm unsure when...
Hey, this is our chance. Let's...
Yoimiya, are you sure now's...
Who is that? Quick, go and invest.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Huh? Was that an It sounded like... Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to...
Fireworks aren't just for... Well, fireworks are my craft.
Look, the coast is clear.
Yoimiya.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets... But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I...
Well...
Yes.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary.
Thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able... Right. It seems as... How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
I see. So Kujo's... I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara, in her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why, if our true motives were ever divulged...
True. Though if you ask me, we are now one step closer to victory. You're turning out to be even...
Don't!
Indeed. Things may have... But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our next set of...
There's no need to rush. Things seem to have taken a turn for the yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems... And the number of samurai out enforcing the...
A ceremony, you say? What?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us.
Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast isn't... Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently.
A hot pot game?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Then we take it in turns to close our... Anyone who guesses correctly can go... Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to get... Let's see what we've got here. Nice! Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put it... This was possible.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. Even with a traveler's normal ingredients,
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfect...
Uh-oh. I'm definitely...
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's.
Perhaps I did. I think my luck has already taken a turn. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today...
Oh, brother.
Good effort.
Yes. If the and with the extra time...
Let's all take some much-needed... Downtime is hard to come by. I'll tidy things up here and...
There's gonna be a sequel.
Sure, why not? We should play again now that...
Bye, Toma! Seems...
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Alright. Okay, probably tomorrow I'm gonna stream a different game. I'm not really sure if I'm going to stream next week. I'm not either. It really depends, cause I'm just using a borrowed mic right now. If my mic is fine, I'm going to go back streaming, but let's just hope I will. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching my stream, and I'll see you tomorrow with a different game to play on stream.